The scars of history remain etched in the heart of Hama. Streets that once bore witness to unspeakable horror by the Assad regime now stand as silent reminders of a massacre that many try to forget, but survivors insist must be remembered. In the early 1980s, the Syrian regime under Hafez al-Assad launched a brutal military campaign against the city, targeting those suspected of opposing his rule. The most infamous massacre took place in February 1982, regarded as the single bloodiest assault by an Arab ruler against his own people in modern times.
The 1980s massacre started from 1978 until 1982. During that time there was bloodshed. In 1982, Hama was besieged for 7 days. The regime forces killed around 50,000 people, men, women and children. Entire families were wiped out. I was arrested in 1982 and spent 11 years in Tadmor prison. We suffered greatly during that time.
Systematic and widespread killings were carried out. Entire neighborhoods were leveled, and the streets of Hama became mass graves.
The Assad regime's forces tried to erase their crimes. They dug mass graves to hide the bodies, relocated them, and even burned the remained bodies. The cemetery holds only a fraction of those who were killed. Tens of thousands remain missing. We still don't know where they were taken.
According to locals who lived through that time, over 100,000 people were either killed, arrested, or disappeared. For decades, fear kept survivors silent. The regime ensured that any discussion of the massacre was suppressed, leaving many to grieve in silence.
We couldn't even talk about what happened. Most of our friends were arrested, and we were forced to join the Ba'ath party to protect ourselves and our families. Even going to the mosque was dangerous. Those who lived through the massacre know the atrocities committed by Assad the father. Now we are finally free to speak.
As the years pass, those who survived continue to share their testimonies, determined that the massacre of Hama will never be forgotten. The people of Syria still remember the 1982 massacre in Hama. Survivors and their families continue to share stories of loss and resilience. They are still scarred by one of the darkest chapters in modern Syrian history. Now they say the fall of the Assad regime has finally given them the opportunity to speak out and tell the world about the Syria they endured under a brutal dictatorship. Nour Qormosh, TRT World, Hama, Syria.